I know what you're thinking. Alex, you're starting a Strife review in PvE. What have you cooked up? Well, check this out. This dude does not joke around, and he is legitimately a solid character in all content. And yeah, he's going to be PvP meta. We know that from the passive alone. The passive alone is just like a dead giveaway for his value. And bro, I got stunned by the thing. For his value in PvP. But again, in the meantime, peep this damage. Peep this damage. Wait till I show you the build. Just wait till I show you the build, boys. Just wait. Okay, hopefully this time we don't get stunned by the cage. Hey, there we go. We're doing a 4 quick cancel. Like a immediate cancel there. I just screwed up the rotation. As soon as I mentioned the rotation, I screw up the rotation. Of course. It's inevitable, boys. It's inevitable. But yeah, we're doing a 4 cancel, 4 slight delay cancel, 3 cancel 5. You cancel 3 immediately into 5, and you proc on 5. You just have to wait for him to teleport on 4, and there you go. That's a 55-second stage 50 of null. And traditionally, for tier 3 level 70 mutants, this is kind of the cap. So to have a character that can do that while also maintaining very high priority value for PvP is serious, right? That's a serious value check there. Like, that's similar time to Cable. And Cable has a CTP, whereas my Strife has a fucking 180 proc obelisk. So you bet your ass he can do that shit faster if he had a CTP of energy. He might have as much damage or nearly as much damage as Cable does at tier 370. Now, obviously, Cable can go to 80. Cable can go to tier 4. There's no question there. But the difference here is that Strife is a two-way character because he has this giga value for PvP and PvE with the debuff removal. Now, we're still working on... he actually could get even faster because we're still working on the last upgrade there. So this is not even his final form. I'm missing 3% all attack, 3% all defense, and then a flat 600 to his attack stat. So that could be a lot closer, and frankly he would be over 70,000 attack. This dude's got beefy stats, and like I said, not some kind of crazy ass build. No artifact. We got stage 12 Pyre of Angry Hulk, and then we've got no Odin's Blessings with whatever the hell this shit is. So I'm very, very impressed with Strife. We're certainly going to transition him into a PvP build, but in the meantime, I did want to showcase some more of the PvP or the PvE stuff before we go into PvP, just because I think it's so underrated, and I think a lot of people are just going to overlook it. Now, here's the thing. You can instantly cancel the 6th skill, his tier 3. You can instantly cancel that. It's amazing. You can instantly cancel it. You're going to get all the hits. That's fantastic. You cannot instantly cancel the 4th skill, because the 4th skill regularly looks like this. He teleports, and then he does a little Kang Bang action. Now, if you immediately cancel this, you don't get the clones. If you immediately cancel, if you're very quick with it, you actually don't get the clones. So what you want is you want to do the 3 for the buffs, including the accumulation, but you just want to instantly cancel that. As you can see, the 3rd skill is kind of pathetic. It only really looks cool if he gets hit. And again, if you're taking so long that you get hit with the 3rd skill, yeah, you get the beam attacks, but then you're going to proc on the 3rd skill. You've sort of ruined your day. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 4, and you're going to delay it just for the first hop, that first little hop that he does, and you sort of see a bit of a camera angle. It looks like the camera shifts a little bit. There's just a slight little shift there. It's a slight delay cancel, and then very quickly into 3, and then immediately into 5, right? You don't want to wait from there, because otherwise the hits on 4 are going to trigger your proc, and you're going to lose a bunch of your damage. And then you're going to build up the tier 3, and then when the tier 3 is ready, you're going to do 4, 6, 3, 5. Now, that is a lot of zipping around. If you're more comfortable when you have the tier 3 up, you could do 4, 3, 6, 5. That can also work for you. I prefer to do 6, 4, 3, 5, like that. There's actually 3 options there. I give you 3 options. There's 4, 6, 3, 5. There's 6, 3, 4, 5, or there's 4, 6, 3, 5. It's whatever you want to do, right? But in any event, those are the skills you can instantly cancel versus the skills that you have to, this is the 1 skill, the 4th skill, that you have to put a little bit of a delay on. Same stage here, 49 of Mephisto. Let's see how he does both offensively and defensively. Like Cable, there's also another thing that you can do if you want to really maximize his efficiency on offense for PvE. You can learn to incorporate a 1 cancel, 2 cancel into that initial combo that he does, because that will allow you to charge up the tier 3 even faster, right? So you can actually have it on the beginning of the 2nd rotation rather than having it on the the beginning of the 3rd rotation. That's not something that I'm ready to do, but that's certainly something that you can build up for. So there you go, guys. We're already in the next phase. That is a 40-second phase 1 on stage 50. Like this dude is no joke, right? This is a PvE character. Yeah. Or sorry, this is a PvP character because I'm having trouble. You can see in the video I'm mixing it up. He's so good for like I'm shocked at how good he is for PvE. You certainly get your money's worth with a character like this because he's just ripping through this content, ripping through it, dude. Look at this, he's flying. Like legit, we're flying, right? And yeah, I know it's only stage 50 of Mephisto, but here's the thing, right? If you don't care about flying to high stages, if he's doing this much damage here, he'll still do a good job for you with a PvP build on lower stages. That's sort of the message here. He can work well with a 180 proc, and although he has native pierce, which means that a destruction is not going to be very valuable on him at all, and I wouldn't recommend a destruction for him. It means you can still get decent value out of him, you know, as a hybrid if you built him with like a mighty or a brilliant energy. You know, not quite as good as Adam in my opinion, certainly not, but hell, you're still getting some decent value, and you still get that amazing passive on the uniform. You can still use that all defense, that 50% all defense leadership if you're going to use him in timeline. There's a lot of flexibility. Very, very happy with the flexibility of this character, and I think this is really the blueprint that we need to identify and celebrate for tier 3s that are not getting tier 4. Because at this point, if a character's not getting a tier 4, they need to compete in so many different ways. Right? It can't just be one game mode. Can't be so one-dimensional. We just crushed that stage while I'm talking to you guys with an obelisk, right? He just crippled Mephisto. Absolutely nutty. Now, I've realized when doing these showcases for tier 3 characters that in general I stick to the high levels for the first 2 bosses, and then there's a massive drop-off when you get to Ultron. And that's true. That's just the reality of the situation. Ultron, Gore, Jean, and Kang are much, much harder. But how about stage 10 of Kang? Now, I know it's only stage 10, but still, I think it's pretty impressive that he can do this much damage, again, with just an obelisk in a situation where you have a character who we all pretty much figured, okay, yeah, they're meant for PvP, Alex. This is not a PvE scenario. Nah, B, this is an everything scenario. Check this out. Ooh, nice AoE there on his tier 3. Very nice. Another nice thing is the targeting. He's got... Oh, we didn't press 5 for some reason? Okay, that was really weird. But yeah, the targeting is really nice. And then, there we go. We can show a little bit of flexibility with the proc if I had not missed it. But that's okay. Because you can always cancel 3 and then 4 and then 6 and then 5. If you haven't quite charged up to tier 3. But I think we're on pace right now for some pretty decent stuff here. Which, again, I think is... Okay, super delayed proc there. Very nice stuff. Thank you. I'm going to proc on this with the remainder of the co-op. Or, sorry, the remainder of the accumulation. And even without... we're rocking. We're rocking. Even without his artifact to help him heal, he has enough to maintain some healing, eh? Which is not bad at all. Okay, we got to be careful here. This Kang zone shit is not to be trifled with. Alright. Alright, we're going to unload here on him. Got to chip down as much of that shield as we can. Pretty close. It's almost impossible to finish this in one go. You almost always have to go through a second round here. Or most of a second round, not an entire second round here. But yeah, there we go. 3 minutes left. He can do this. Stage 10 for a PvP tier 3 with a... There we go. Showcase the AoE and the targeting, the range on it. Nice. I just love how instantly cancelable his tier 3 is. I think that's fantastic. Had no proc there. Very cool. I don't know what happened. Very odd. Ah, lost a bunch of damage because he went to the sword shit. Okay, cringe. No worries. Bob off, King. So yeah, if you want to build your Strife with an energy, do it. I say screw it, do it. Do it. I think it can work. Yeah, dog. Look at all that saturation. Huge saturation there. Yeah, you just got to be careful not to... Oof. Okay, I might be dead here. You got to be careful not to start the rotation too early because his 5th skill has a very long cooldown. And the other skills come off cooldown a lot sooner. So if you're not careful, you will end up waiting, like just trying to spam 5, but 5 not coming. You know? But another thing that we're not really talking about that's really clutch for him is that the passive helps out tremendously, right? Having that auto cleanse has probably already saved me from dying during this fight, because there have been times where I'm trying to evade a very threatening tornado, like a very threatening attack by Kang, and there's tornadoes around, or I'm standing and there are you know, poison puddles around me, but I'm not taking any damage because I'm cleansing, and then that means that I have enough HP to then tank the next attack. All that stuff adds up, right? And it's a huge difference maker. So look at that. A minute, more than a minute left on a run that certainly could be improved on. Man, I think Strife is just amazing. I know you guys want a PvP showcase, and I will absolutely give it to you. But because he has nowhere left to go, like he doesn't have an 80 or a tier 4 to go to, I just really wanted to highlight how flexible I think this character is. And I'm stunned, and frankly, I'm impressed. You know, he's got that base 80 penetration, so like I said, you certainly don't want to go with a destruction. And unfortunately, he doesn't have guard break immunity, so you can't necessarily get a good, you know, you're not going to get the same kind of value from a mighty or a brilliant energy as you do with someone like Adam, who has guard break immunity native to their kit. But I still think you could try. I still think you could try. He's going to be obviously much weaker defensively if you opt for something like that. But if you have the artifact especially, I think it's something you could try. And it's something that would give you the flexibility to run this guy through all kinds of content. As for a PvP build, I certainly think that an authority is going to be a major player for him, because that damage reduction works so well with that, you know, extra healing. I also think if you're going to go, if you do have the artifact and you're going to stack all of that healing, that the egg could work well also, because you just stack a bunch of HP, you stack a bunch of healing, and then he's got his own healing plus the vitality, as long as you're opting for something that gives you super guard break immunity. I also think that the new CTP, as expensive as it may be to a lot of players, the Conquest CTP, which is right now on Chance Up, I think that could be another great option for him, because it has you know, max HP, it has guard break immunity, which he needs, and then the clash effect that it gets when it's reforged, the clash effect also gives you super guard break immunity, or sorry, yeah, super guard break immunity right there. So, and it also gives you reflect. It also ignores enemy reflect damage. So yeah, it's kind of a nuts CTP, but yeah, those are my suggestions for builds. I will be showcasing him in PvP shortly, but in the meantime, he's a fantastic PvE character. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Strife. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.